Go. Going live. Make the tweet. And we're live. What the fuck is going on, everybody?
Oh shit! What's going on, Dev?
Not much, man. I'm just here to talk about bullshit we've been seeing all generation, man, and how this shit should hopefully be coming soon to an end with the Xbox Series X and all the success that the PR for Xbox has been having lately.
Oh yeah, for sure. Like I said, we could talk about like from starting of the generation, what has changed, what has the narrative been, and what is going on with the Xbox right now, and what they've done to start off with a better generation when it comes to the Series X launch.
Exactly, and they got the main head who was doing the PR for the 360 era, and ever since that announcement, the PR has just been on point, like way better than the way it was going. Besides the little mishap that they did with the third party show about gameplay, everything else has been on point, in my opinion. What do you think?
Yeah, I feel like the messaging, obviously, along the way, it's been a lot of mix and match, but I understand you kind of understand it right now because sometimes when you don't have something ready, like for example, we talked about this Dev and obviously as the WBG brothers as well. When Phil said he doesn't like to show games are 18 months out, he didn't have shit to show because obviously he didn't have the studios, games weren't ready. Obviously, we know games are cancelled as well. But
Right.
let's getting back to this point where from 2019, we had one of the employees that was at the table said to Phil Spencer and the team, her name was Cindy Walker, and she said, "Listen, what we've been doing, it doesn't seem to be working right. It's not doing what it should be doing. Why don't we try something different? Let's be bold. Let's do something at the Game Awards." And I'll be honest with you, that was a hell of a surprise. I'm pretty sure everybody was surprised with that announcement with the Series X and
Oh yeah, by far.
yeah, it was amazing. Even Jeff Keighley, he runs the show. He runs the Game
He was
Awards, yeah.
shocked. He was
And
shocked.
I'm pretty sure he only got to find out like maybe 5 minutes before or 10 minutes,
Yeah,
like 10, 15, whatever it was, 20 minutes before the show or something, like before it went live. And that was amazing because obviously, Dev, people, whoever's in the chat, I need to pull the YouTube page up, sorry. I'm from the UK, so that show came on like 2 a.m. in the morning. So
right.
it was extremely late. I was asleep. I woke up for like 4 a.m., 4 5 a.m. for my work, and everybody was going crazy. People were sending this picture like a black box. I'm like, what the fuck's going on here? People are going wild on Twitter. The DMs were wild. I'm like, what is this fake? Is this real for a second?
Yeah, because of all the fake shit that's been going around and since like 2018, 2019 was full of all fake shit. So you wake up and you see this box and you're like, what the fuck is this? It looks like a PC.
A PC, yeah. Like I tell you what happened. Like as soon as I woke up like 4 or 5 in the morning for work, I looked at the DM. Oh, is this legit? Where's the trailer? I watched the trailer. I'm like, whoa, that's an awesome trailer that was. And then like obviously I sent that to my brother. He comes in the chat G4 Gabs, and I sent the picture first of the Xbox Series X that looks like a mini PC. And he actually thought it was fake. Like, is it real? Is it like what is it a render? Someone made it or some shit. But when I sent a trailer as well, he's like, holy shit. Look at it, man. This is a fucking like
it was fucking mind blowing, man.
Yeah.
And the lady that came up with that idea definitely should get a raise. Probably already has. Like, promote that lady.
At least a bonus.
Fuck.
At least
a bonus.
A bonus. That's the minimum. Yeah.
You could even see on Keeley's face, he was like, "What the fuck?" I thought it was going to be Game Pass the whole time, and then boom, fucking. Not only do you get the new console revealed right then and there at the beginning of the year, but you also get a gameplay trailer, like a game trailer for Hellblade 2. Holy shit!
That was perfect because when you're trying to show off like your next generation console, you want to show the power. We'll get to the game, with Hellblade 2, which was another surprise. People didn't expect like another Hellblade 2, but like getting back to the box, like when people send that box, even though like I said, it's a plain looking box. It's just nice, simple. it does what it needs to do because of the amount the power it's got. And when you look at the box, you feel like that's powerful. It looks powerful. The way it's designed is powerful. And I feel like they're knocked out of the park. Like the team, Jason Ronald and David, what's it, Prime? Is it Prime? Is it David Prime?
What's that? David
Yeah,
Prime?
yeah. I think he was in charge of it as well, designing and all that shit. And they just come up with a fantastic box. They done a perfect kept it simple, but made sure it's a very capable box and it can perform at high levels as well.
Hell yeah, it was a great day, I think, for everyone that's a fan of Xbox, a fan of gaming in general. Like to see, for one, to see the console, but to see that gameplay trailer, like the game trailer right after that, like we were already shocked and surprised enough. But when the trailer came right after that, we're like, "What the fuck is this? What's going on now?" Like, man, it was like 2 times as exciting. You know what I'm saying?
Oh, definitely. As soon as Phil came out, you seen the swag. He had like a bit of a cocky walk,
Yeah,
the
he
way he
had a
walked in.
little walk going on when
Like
he.
is
Yeah,
like is the way he's walking. I'm like, look at this gangster. He's a G. Do you know what I mean? And then obviously
right.
talked about what talked about the Series X, the next generation console for the Xbox, and obviously then what does it do? It follows up with the game, a next generation game from Ninja 3D. Like a lot of people love that studio for what they did, for what the budget they had, the manpower. They delivered a great game from Hellblade, the first one, and I'm glad to. I love the first one. The first one was amazing. Like I understand, I'm not that type of person like Dev, and like I said, Joanne's was in chat, one in shot. You know, High Five Wolf as well. All these guys, yeah. I'm like,
Yeah.
you got to give them credit. These guys worked on a $10 million, budget, and they gave us a great game, a great experience for like what amount of power they had and the money and resources. I can't come and say that game can compete with a Gears 5 or a God of War because they never had that budget and they didn't have that manpower and resources and the backing. So what they did with that amount of money, I only imagine now, Dev, they got 5 times the money, double the staff, resources, support from Microsoft. They don't need to worry about the builds anymore. They got a new building. I'm not sure if it's up and running at the moment, but they were building a new building as well. So Ninja Theory is going to be an amazing studio, especially with the support of Microsoft behind them.
Oh,
Yo,
fire,
yo, yo,
fire,
what's up,
fire.
people?
What's going on? No,
Yo,
thank you for
no
coming by, man.
What's up, man? I'm so excited for Thursday, bro.
Talk that shit, Noah. What's going on,
Speak
Rain?
on it, man. Speak on it.
Let Noah go first. Talk that
Man.
shit, Noah.
Well, hey, I only got like 15 minutes. I'm on my break, man. But I wanted
Yeah,
to
no
stop
worries.
by and holler at you guys, man. But yeah, I'm just saying, bro. I can't wait to see that Halo Infinite. Man, I hope we see. I want to see some new IPs at the same time. I hope they bring back some existing ones. I would love to see. I would love to see a Rise sequel. And
Like Nova, today what have you been seeing Ninja Gaiden?
I seen Ninja Gaiden. I'm gonna keep it real with you. I
I
love
believe
Ninja Gaiden, but I'm not the same gamer I used to be. Ninja Gaiden is hard. So like the younger me, I would have ran through Ninja Gaiden. Me now, I get frustrated with those type of games.
Hey, man, it happens
But
to the best of them, man. But you got to
yeah,
play it on that harder level to get the real
yeah,
experience. You know
man,
what
those
I'm
games are
saying?
tough. But regardless of how I feel about it, I would still love it. It's amazing if it would come out to the Xbox, and I think it's what Xbox needs.
So Nova, if this game does come out, we've been hearing that Phil wants a Japanese studio. He's said it many times. Either he's got a Japanese studio or he's got maybe like a exclusive deal with it. What do you reckon? Do you think he's got a Japanese studio? Because what we've been hearing that he's gonna announce 2-3 studios, not this week, but in the
Yeah,
August event or maybe later down the line. What do you
like
reckon? He's got a publishing deal or just he's got a studio in Japan?
I've been paying attention to Xbox a lot, especially with the Game Pass. And one thing I'm noticing is a lot of games from Sega have been hitting Game Pass day one, or in a lot of old games have either been coming to Game Pass, like have been coming to the Xbox platform and hitting Game Pass day one. I don't think that's a coincidence.
Do you reckon like because obviously end of this month we seen Yakuza the Kiwami 2 coming as well.
Yep.
So I understand where you're getting that from because it's interesting. Like there's quite a few Sega games, but the big ones have been the Yakuza games. And
Yeah.
obviously me and you have been playing it as well, and it's been awesome. Like giving them games a try. I love the first two so far. Can't wait for the next one now. So maybe they got some sort of deal, or maybe I'm not sure if they can buy Sega or not. I'm not sure how big of a deal. How much would what is the value cap, like the market value for them guys?
I'm not sure, but one thing I do know about Sega is they own a lot of studios. They own a lot of development studios. They're more of a publisher than a developer. So owning Sega, you would have a lot of different studios under your umbrella, small, medium, and large size studios. So I think that would be a good pickup. Is it realistic? I don't know, man, but I just feel like Microsoft might already have them in the bag just from what I see from the output on Game Pass.
It's definitely going to be interesting. Like I can't wait for this week. Like we got a pre-show with Jeff Keighley as well, and he's talking about a new world premiere. Like I said, all of us, when it comes to it, we gamers. First thing first, we are gamers. From the smallest game to the biggest game, we like to play all sorts of games. I don't want to be like. I'm pretty sure we don't want to be that type of person who says like, I only play AAA games only. There's some beautiful games like this gen. Like nowhere, I introduced you to Ori, the first one.
And for that, I thank you, brother. Ori is one of the best
that
games
was
I ever
great.
played, bro.
Hey, 1 second though, I want to thank Will and Neth for coming out, man. Thanks for showing up just to talk for a little bit, man. What's going on with you guys?
My mic was muted, but yeah, I didn't realize you were live. So first I joined my phone. I was like, okay, hold on, let me get my actual mic. That's why it took a minute. But awesome to be here. I didn't even realize you were live yet.
Yeah, man, just came to hang out. We decided to go live for about a hour show, just to talk hype. I mean, it's just basically free reign. You know what I mean? Just getting hype for the show.
Yeah.
Dude, Neff, you've been dropping them videos. You didn't listen to me. Now you got faith in Halo. It's the time. First of all, congrats on hitting 1K, bro.
Yeah,
You're gonna fly past 2K. Trust me.
Hey, congrats, man.
What is the hype, Neff? Like, what is your hype? The information you've been seeing, a couple of information in the DMs. Like, what is your hype for Halo? Since you're the biggest Halo guy I know.
Look, man, for me, it's all about just creating a good Halo game. I think 343 has created a great campaign in the past, a great multiplayer. Not only, I think Halo Infinite, they will finally get those two components right, but if they can do something outside of the box and really go bold with the rumor of a free multiplayer, I think it's going to be huge. I got some people in my comments like, well, it's going to be lots of microtransactions and stuff. And I'm like, okay, I'm sure there are microtransactions. But we've seen games with microtransactions that people really aren't bitching about anymore. Like, who really bitches about Call of Duty Modern Warfare? Does that many people really bitch about that? Are they upset with Warzone being free and, pushing for a season pass? Not really. So if Halo comes out, does the free-to-play online aspect, and let's say their microtransaction system is just basically a season pass like you see with Call of Duty, like in Fortnite, like in Apex Legends, right? I think that's a winning formula. And people are asking, well, what are you paying your $60 for? What are you subscribing for Game Pass for if the multiplayer is free? Yes, you'll get the campaign. Maybe you'll get other PvE modes like a firefight or access to raids or whatever the hell they might do, right? But then you can get that Spartan Pass, that's what I'm going to call their season pass. Maybe that comes bundled with Game Pass or, your purchase of the game.
I'm pretty
sure. And maybe
get
extra XP and stuff. So things like that.
Hey, Neff, I got a question for you. I've been hearing some rumblings. I don't know if you heard the same thing, but what would you think of Halo being an always online world, kind of like Destiny? Like you create your own Spartan, you have missions that you co-op with other players, and it's always updating. Weekly season passes, things like that.
Well, I think that's just like another evolution of what 343 started with Halo 4 with their Spartan Ops campaigns. A lot of people don't really remember these, but basically they're like Firefight, but they're more mission structured. So if they want to go ahead and take that to the next level, put you on the Halo ring and you're constantly doing that type of stuff, I think that could work out great. Now, granted, Halo Infinite still needs to be playable offline. So like the campaign or whatever, I think that's gonna be very much playable offline. But if they want to introduce that stuff, I've been calling them raids. I think that could work very well. I really do.
I really think that they could pull a Bungie type of move with that game, and especially how big the Halo name and brand is. Like if they go free to play for the multiplayer, it's going to be huge. It's going to shut down the servers. You know what I mean? People are going to be flooding in there like no tomorrow.
Yeah, I think people kind of underestimate like where Halo's at. So like a lot of people are saying, the Halo franchise is dead, and you can't really combat them because Halo 4 multiplayer wasn't it. Halo's 5 campaign was a disaster. Granted, the other modes like the multiplayer in Halo 5 was good, campaign and 4 was good. But Halo's been gone for 5 years, really. Realistically, it's been gone for like 5 years. You had Halo Wars 2, and that's about it. So it's easy to say that type of stuff, but with this lead up to Halo Infinite, as you can see, it has a lot of people interested. They're clicking on my dog shit channel. It's doing well on Instagram, Twitter, or whatever. Like, there's engagement for the game. Microsoft's pushing heavy for Halo Infinite. They put it in front of everything for the July 23rd.
Every day they're talking
every
about
day. So, I think there is a lot of interest in Halo. Whether 343 get pulled off is what we need to see. And hopefully we'll see it on the 23rd.
We will.
2 days away. Less than 2 days.
Hey, but Will, what's going on with you, man?
Not much, man. Just chilling, enjoying these summertime demos. They're pretty dope, man. I've really been enjoying the games.
Oh yeah, did you try that Nine Monkeys Shaolin?
Oh man, that shit is lit.
I've downloaded it.
That
Yeah,
game
It looks
is
dope though.
it's cool, man. That game is dope.
Destroy All Humans dope too.
Oh yeah. They got a demo for Destroy All Humans, the new one, the remaster.
I can't believe you never played that game. No, I remember playing that game on like the PS2 or OG Xbox. That game's awesome.
Shoot, when that game came out, I was still staying with mom, so I can only afford so many games. I had to.
You were bootlegging, you motherfucker, to say
it. I bootleg my Dreamcast, but
I feel like I'm the only one that bootlegged all the way into this generation.
I did that back in the Dreamcast era, like when I was playing like Guilty Gear X and stuff on there.
Yeah,
but, that was a dope game. Like that was kind of one of the game that one of my friends like discovered, and I was, oh man, that's a dope game. But like I used to play the PlayStation version back in the day, which was pretty dope.
Oh yeah, like the PlayStation was the first console I bootlegged.
Yeah, that's a big one.
That was a big one for sure, man.
Yeah, but
Hey, go ahead.
No, I'm saying like the Halo thing, like enough saying. I think the 5-year break really benefited the franchise. That way, people had like anticipation for it, and people actually wanted to see what they're doing with it. Plus, it's
100%.
Yeah, like what it is. I'm glad that Neff knows more about Halo. Obviously, knows a lot about Halo. The new engine, they needed that new engine, and obviously that engine, I think, is gonna be amazing for the next generation and for Halo. I feel like it's gonna play the best ever, in my opinion. Like, Neff, what's your take on the new engine?
Net backed out. It's saying that device is not connected. So Net, you might have to back out and rejoin. Because I can't add, but Nuisance 5.2.
Nuisance, oh shit.
Yeah, Nuisance.
But what did I reckon over that engine in 2018 when we got to see it the first time? People wasn't sure like what game is this? What, because it's in like animal, wildlife, and all that stuff. What is that back now?
Bro,
yeah.
The fact that engine has all of that, like the livestock and everything, that leads me to believe it's going to be bigger than what most imagine. Because why go into so much detail into the world if just to use it for an 8-hour campaign?
That's true. Like Neff, when you sent that 2018 that slip space engine, did you ever from the get-go, did you think like that's a Halo game or Halo engine?
So yeah, you can actually go to the E3 reactions that he did, with the Beaches 2 crew. I think that's the last time they did it, and I was a part of the crew, right? And when the game was shown, we thought like, is that Fable? Is this a new IP? What is this game? And it wasn't until I saw those Marines, I'm like, wait, that might be Halo. And then it zoomed out. You see Master Chief's helmet, and you're like, oh shit, that's Halo. And, we were taken back, but then, the rest of the show went away. But, funny story. So, Halo Combat Evolved, if you go back to the original concept art for the original trailer, you actually do see a lot of wildlife in the game because Bungie's ambition back in the day was to make the Halo ring explorable, was to have a big open experience with wildlife and make the Halo ring feel more alive. Now, granted, hey, what's up, Dirt? And now, granted, there's limitations with the OG Xbox, right? So they couldn't really achieve this. They moved from a Macintosh and PC to an Xbox, so that's a hurdle in of itself. And they actually got Halo Combat Evolved done in like 6 months. So that's probably why all that content was cut, and you don't even see any of it until Reach. But that's basically 343 going back to the original playbook.
So like Neff, like with this new engine slip space, so much as like the information we got so far, what's the most what are you looking forward to from the engine? Like on
what
that
I'm
side?
looking forward to in the engine is what I've been wanting from Halo from a while. Bungie was good at this, 343 not so much. It's to update Halo. Once Halo drops, right, you're like, okay, so you get like an update every month, maybe twice, and it's like a small little update. Like maybe they add a map, maybe they add an old game mode back. Not really much going on. Halo Infinite's slip space engine, they created that not only to make a more ambitious game, a more nimble experience, make it easier to develop, but they did it so they can easily update this game with massive amount of content. If you're going to compete with a Fortnite, a Call of Duty Warzone, or whatever, then you're going to need to be able to back yourself up with content. You know how Call of Duty has an update all the damn time. Fortnite,
massive
all
update.
the damn time. You can't do that with Halo's old engine. They were using the same engine from all the way back in Halo Combat Evolved, and then now they're officially 343 is officially switching to a new engine. Last time this was done was Halo Reach, and that was Bungie's own in-house engine that they still have.
Hey, what's your take on that, Nuisance? I haven't heard from you yet.
Hey, what's up, guys? Y'all can hear
What's
me,
going on,
right?
Nuisance?
What's up, man?
Nuisance, what's up, bro?
Hey, man, appreciate you guys for having me, man. I'm hearing y'all talking about the Halo. The only thing I can say about that is I heard that the guy that, Microsoft bought the Havoc engine, and the guy that created the Havoc engine, he's incorporating some of those physics into the slip space engine. So, it's going to be some next level shit, man. Because if y'all know about the Havoc physics, it's not an engine, but it's like software, the physics that they use in that.
Right.
They're going to incorporate it into the slip space engine on the next level, yo. It's going to be crazy. So,
Yeah, you're actually right, because I remember seeing a video on a theory that Halo Infinite is going to have advanced physics. And, I didn't really think about the physics or Havoc, but when you really do look back in Halo, one of the revolutionary things they did was really incorporating the Havoc engine all the way since Halo Combat Evolved. And then if you go through Halo Combat Evolved, 2, 3, Reach, you really see them utilized. Not so much in Halo 4 and 5, even though it's still utilized, but I think Infinite's going to really emphasize on physics, which is going to be cool.
Yeah, because I always love the ragdoll physics on.
Yeah, I know,
Halo.
and they're still great.
Yeah, some people think they're a little antiquated, but I think that's kind of the charm.
That's what I agree.
yeah, it
Yes.
was.
Yeah.
No, it's gonna be insane. Like I can't wait. Even like you guys know, I'm not into first person games, but just Halo's got me that hype. Obviously, watching that Neff videos as well. It's just got that hype, man. I know this game. I've talked to Neff. I know these guys behind the scene. It's gonna be a benchmark game. I can guarantee that this game's gonna blow you the fuck away. And a lot of people are saying Halo won't be 4K 60. Get the fuck out of here with that bullshit. Halo will push 4K 60 all day long. And
Hey,
the
like when is
multiplayer-
Halo 5 on
I think it's more for like a dynamic. I think it's close to 4K 60.
Yeah.
Yeah, but it's yeah. So come on, fellas. You think it's not going to run 4K 60 on the Series X? Come on now.
I'm just confused by people who think it's going to run at 30. I'm like, huh?
Like Neff, we've seen Gears like we've seen Gears pushing for 120 in the multiplayer.
Yeah, exactly. That's what I was saying. I remember Z was trying to argue with me, like, it's going to be no fucking 120. I'm like, you've been playing Halo 5. Do you really think it's going to be that difficult to make that 120 frames on those small maps?
No chance, man.
Hey,
Like,
you guys, Phil has been talking about frame rates. Like, frame rates, that's his big thing. Frame rates. So that's their number one focus. It seems like going to the next generation. How do I sound? By the way, do I sound okay?
Oh, you sound fine.
Yeah, it's not fun.
Okay.
Yeah.
it's good enough.
Fine.
Sound like R&B and Sue.
I want to ask y'all a question. What would y'all feel like if Halo were to incorporate like heavy RPG elements, kind of like XP points for like leveling up guns and like higher, like what like kind of like Destiny or like a what's that game? Can't forget Gearbox game.
Borderlands?
Can't forget.
Godfall?
Borderlands. Yeah.
Or Borderlands,
Well, not
yeah.
Borderlands. Yeah. What you guys think about that? If Halo was to incorporate a little bit of that in there to like spice it up, would y'all agree
maybe.
with that? Or
I think it's personally happening actually because I remember they hired somebody who has experience in first-person shooters, Halo, but he also has experience in RPG elements. And if Halo's taking some inspirations from Bungie's Destiny, it wouldn't surprise me if their RPG aspects is simply like upgrading the chief. Maybe you give him more shielding. Maybe he upgrades his base for like more armor, more ammo, more vehicles, stuff like that. Because I think basically the premise of the game is you're going to be trying to take back this Halo ring, just a lot like Halo Combat Evolved. That's their big inspiration.
yeah, I'll dig it. I like it if they do that.
I mean,
Me
for me,
personally.
yeah, go ahead. Sorry.
Nah, because the thing is with me, they wanted everyone wants Halo to be the same. Yeah, I want it to be as close to the original as it can, but Halo 5 did that and nobody liked it. It was kind of like the same Halo. They had it like hub worlds and different stuff, but I think they need to do something totally different, to make it to bring it back, because I don't think they could make another Halo and like and it'll be good. Like I don't know. That's me personally.
Well,
I think they got to do something.
Well, I
totally
think those
different.
comments really range for its multiplayer because its multiplayer really took some step forwards that I think were a little too much. Halo 5 is on the right track. If they just dial it back a little bit, I think it would honestly be perfect. And then Halo 4 was just crap because it was trying to rip off Call of Duty. But the campaign-wise, if anything, I think 343 took a step back by trying to play it safe. Honestly, the games feel like, they're less of a risk. Like, they're very, narrow. I don't know. There's really not much going on. Even if you go back to Halo CE, Halo 2, Halo 3, they put you on these big, grand maps that you can explore, even though there's really not much there. But they do that. Halo 4 or 5, it's not like that.
Yeah,
It's very linear.
Yeah, it hasn't been really. It's interesting because the 4 and 5 haven't taken place in the Halo ring.
Yeah.
Since since the second one, I think, or 3 or whatever. But yeah, it's just like interesting how we've gone back to the ring again. As far as the RPG elements, like I wouldn't take it too far. I mean, I don't care for the numbers thing, but I wouldn't mind if having like, let's say you control certain like your soldiers, so you give them commands, so you can take them, like a certain spot. Because usually it's handled by the AI, but it'd be a nice mix of like Halo 5 and like.
Yeah, your AI's crap anyways.
Yeah, so like you command them to flank one side while you like cover them, and maybe like you can like customize your like assault rifle, put like a scope to it. Because I know in the multiplayer you can do that in Halo 5, which is pretty dope.
Customization.
Yeah, that'd be dope for the guns because that and they give it like a cool skin, like for the single player. I'd be cool with that. Those would be really good ideas, I think, for me.
Yeah, definitely. Like, them are the nice perks. Like these are RPG elements, upgradable weapons, suits, vehicles, and what we can do. I feel like Halo does need. It's a nice touch because people love shit like that. They love to look at the armor or the vehicle or the guns, and hopefully they do deliver on that part as well. Such as the big games. They're like, I can't wait to see it. I can't wait to see this game.
What do you guys think about maybe like customizing Master Chief's armor to like previous configurations, like Halo 4?
That would be amazing.
3, like
that would be really cool.
Yeah. That way you satisfy everybody. I mean, I like the armor, but
because I know they kind of did that for multiplayer on Halo 5, but like as far as like to have all previous game armors as an option, that would be dope.
Yeah.
But think about this though, having the armors drop from like elite soldiers, like super, like bosses or stuff like that. That'll be
say
cool,
like
man.
when you're
That'd
when
be
you're
some
doing
Destiny
like
shit, wouldn't it?
Yeah,
That'd be like
right. It
when
would
you
kind of be.
I can see that in like a firefighter. Is that what it's called? Ned? Firefight. Like say you're in one of those and like you kill like a boss or whatever, and they drop like special armor you have for the rest of the round or whatever, or rest of the.
Yeah.
That'd be cool. I was gonna ask you though, Nat. I know microtransactions are frowned upon a lot in gaming, but I'm a big esports fan, so I think it would be pretty dope if for like guns or armor, if they had some esport team like themed armor or themed gun camos and stuff like that. What do you think about that?
Well, actually, Halo 5 actually does something similar to that already, but I think 343 could really take the next step. The problem with Halo 5's customization, honestly, is you buy like a pack, right? And you have a random number generator, and you hope you get the armor you want, or you pay a certain rec pack that does give you the armor you want, but that's kind of backwards. So I think, kind of like Call of Duty, where there's a season pass, you just basically level up and you lock the armor on the way through that season pass. I think that's probably what they're going to move towards. But I would like them to, go ahead and spice up the armor customization. I've seen some like fan art of, camo Spartans that look really cool.
Yeah, man, it's gonna be
Oh,
crazy.
yeah, man.
Wow. Hey, that was the best Cortana too, Dirt.
Yeah, it was
100%.
She was dope.
I don't think we'll ever see her again though, because I don't know if the game's gonna stay rated T or not.
All right. So I wanted to ask a question to everybody here. What's your predictions for the sleeper drop? Like, what is the most unanticipated like bombshell that you think could happen at the show as far as the
I got
IP?
mine. Hey, I said it last night. I'm going to say it again. I really think Recore 2 was going to drop.
Oh my god.
That would be
Hey,
amazing.
I love
would
the
be
first
great.
Recore. Listen, I always said State of Decay and Recore are the two IPs that Xbox has, to me, that has the biggest potential. I really think Recore is a game. Of course, it needs to be a AAA budget, not a AA budget. Get rid of that Unity engine, run Unreal 5 engine or whatever. Put some money into that game. I really feel Recore has the biggest potential to be its next big thing at Xbox if they treat it right. Just my opinion.
I mean, you could have just the Sobo making it, because the Sobo made a Plague Tale, and they're amazing. So just
That game was amazing, bro. I love it.
Amazing game, yeah.
Yeah, so give it
Like,
on their engine.
yeah, like obviously they're busy with Flight Simulator at the moment, but a stealth drop, like obviously the latest rumor is this Ninja Gate, and it keeps popping up for some reason now. So I'm not sure if there's something there was going to be for the show, but I said something like Rise 2 or something like, but we know that's not going to happen. But I don't know, like it's a difficult one, Dev, to be honest.
I'm just saying it's basically it's like it's not out of reach, but like if you could guess which IP it would be for them to bring out of nowhere, that's basically what I'm asking.
I think free to play Mech Assault would be dope.
Didn't they? I know they just dropped a Mech Assault game on Game Pass for PC, right?
Yeah.
Not quite. That's Mech Warrior, which is kind of similar. Well, I like Mech Warrior is a more complicated Mech Assault, but honestly, I played the first Titanfall 2. I think if you bring back a mech game, but more, I guess arcadey like Titanfall, with just a little bit more in depth with the mech combat, I honestly do think that could blow up.
Yeah, that'd be dope.
Oh damn, I'm limited, man. I can only bring in 6 posts.
Yeah, I mean, for me,
What you mean? Hold on.
Oh, go ahead.
I'm
I think bring in
limited.
10.
I don't have the paid for version, man. I guess you can only do that paid version.
That's how they do it.
Hold
now.
on. And you can still bring in 10, I thought.
I'm trying to.
Did you try?
It's telling me
I believe
you
you.
have 6 people.
Oh, damn. Okay. So that's
All right.
okay.
Well,
Yeah.
I mean, we're past the Halo topic, so I mean, you can go ahead and take me out, and Pulse Up can take my spot.
Left, we'll catch up soon, man. Make sure you drop that video as well about the Halo campaign, the 2 versions.
Yeah, definitely.
Listen back. He dipped out already, Sean.
Oh, cool.
What's
What's going on, Post?
up, post?
Post up, the most up, 12 kids every year, non-stop, without the C.
He
Post
said,
is a
give me a
kind of-
minute.
Hey, thank
I
you.
love that guy. I
Alright,
love
brother.
Post, man. I love Post.
Hey, can y'all hear me?
Yeah,
We
yeah.
can hear you. You sound
Man,
like
I
you
never-
sound like 2.
Man, but see, because I'm on my phone, man. I'm about to call on my PC, man.
You get your black house from PC. Come on, hurry up.
Picture you got there, Dirt.
Oh, you say what?
Who made that cartoon?
My daughter.
Oh,
My
I
daughter.
love it. I love it.
it's cool. Though. I like it. I like
Brother,
it.
So,
it's perfect.
The only thing is, it's not dark enough on it. That's the only
Hey, man,
problem.
you know what? Don't go to sleep, nigga. Don't go to sleep.
Don't lose. So, well, what's your like megaton, like one of them surprise like leak from a game,
Oh,
like
man.
a shadow drop? What would it be like realistically?
Well, look, they have three choices, right? Like they're not that hard to do. So you got either Phantom Dust, bring that back. Because they did advertise that. I know we talked about this before in and the other show he was doing with Dirt and Devin. Was it Scrampunks? I think it's Scrampunks, yeah.
Yeah.
Either that, you could do Banjo Kazooie, which everybody wants, and I don't know, for some reason they just never bring back. I don't know why. Or the third option is Killer Instinct like 2. That's another game
That's
that
the one,
everybody
yeah.
wants. Yeah. So out of those three, it's very simple. They're not crazy megatons, but like they're games people want, and they'll give you like a good like crowd boostering. People will go crazy for any of those games. To be honest with you, I think.
damn, no love for Banjo Kazooie. I mean, not Banjo, but Conquer.
Conquer, oh man.
I like
Come
Conquer,
on, man.
but like I think Banjo is more like I don't know. You got to start with Banjo first, and then you work your way.
I'll be honest with you. I think someone
Conquer
like
is fire.
yeah, Conquer was awesome back in the N64. Like
Yeah,
I feel
it
like
was.
someone like Tim will be perfect, not Double Fine. I feel like
Double
they can
Fine.
knock that game. They can knock it out of the park with them
Oh,
type of
hell
games.
yeah.
Yeah.
With the adult, mature humor. And
Yeah.
Shit. Hell yeah.
Hey, man, because like Double Fine games sometimes are genuinely funny.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like there's some
Bro,
funny things in
like,
Psychonauts.
you're a big fan of Double Fine as well, like Psychonauts.
Yeah.
I've never really
Love
played it.
Psychonauts.
But
Love Psychonauts.
number two's got my interest. I've seen a bit of gameplay and like I said, Jack Black's there as well. But like, what's your like with Double Fine? If they made like a Conquer or Banjo game, what's your faith in them? Can they deliver on a great game?
Absolutely, man. Especially with Microsoft's
Back end.
budget.
Yeah.
Because there's some talented folks over there, man. Because I believe Psychonauts 2 was initially like what do you call it? Like when people donate money. I can't think of it.
Kickstarter.
Kickstarter. Yeah, it was a Kickstarter.
Yeah.
So they was very limited in what they can do. So I can't wait to see what they're able to do with Psychonauts 2 after they got acquired by Microsoft. So yeah, I think they can make a hell of a Conquer or a Banjo-Kazooie or whatever, a platformer. They're that talented.
Yeah, I think they would make a hell of a platformer game. Say Banjo, Conquer, anything in that type of aspect.
It feels like when it comes to like the them classic platformer game, it always comes back to Banjo Kazooie or Conker's Bad Fur Day. Them are the only two games I tend to like hear like all the time. Like people are asking.
Well, you
for
hear
that
somebody
game.
say Blinks sometimes.
Yeah.
Yes. But I feel
Oh,
like them
God.
two are the bigger games.
I don't really know what happened to that game. Like I seen it, I never played it. I never played it when it was out, so I don't really know much about that game anyway.
Yeah, Microsoft let the copyright lapse for that one, so I think they can still make it, but I mean, it was made by a former Japanese studio, Artoon, who merged with like a million other Japanese companies that are now called Marvelous Games. So that's like that's a crazy story right there.
Do they own the IP though?
I think they do. I just don't know if the copyright is.
I believe
active.
they do. Yeah.
So I was gonna ask, if this game was rebooted and made for next generation, do you think that it would be a good game considering the resources and the power that the Series X is gonna have?
Oh yeah, I think so. Talk about Blinks?
Yeah, because I've never played it, so I don't know anything about it. But
That game was too hard.
a next generation version of that game, would that make it better, or would that make it a good game?
Yeah, especially with the time mechanics. Like, you know how crazy people go with the time mechanics now? Like, that'd be dope, and like make it a platformer. See, also the thing with Conquer is that I've been burned like twice. You know, the first time that we got the Project Spark version, which was
Oh,
cool
yeah.
little
Oh
game.
my god, yeah.
It was a cool little game, but nothing ever came of it. And then the second time was the stupid HoloLens Conquer, and then that never happened. Like so, I don't know. I got some like PTSD with some of that, you know. So.
They acting like Ubisoft with Splinter Cell. Like
Yeah.
they keep dropping.
That's bad, though. Like, oh yeah. I forgot. Like, I think I mentioned this last night on WBG. Like, rumors are coming out a bit, but obviously with Splinter Cell, that could be a mega fucking drop if to do that on the
What-
game showcase.
Splinter Cell?
Splinter Cell, yeah, that'll be amazing. If they drop that,
Shit,
trust me,
it
people
originated
lose
with
their
Xbox.
shit.
That would be insane.
Hey, Sean,
Yes.
do I sound better?
Oh yeah, you're
You sound like a white man now. You sound good.
Hello.
Sean's on you with that, man.
Hi, how's it going? Hold on, Sean. I have a meeting.
Hold on.
Yo, we heard he puts his white voice on. Me asked Dev, Dev, does he put his white voice on? Or does he put it on the wall?
Yeah, because we're on the headset on the game in the chat, and Dirk's like, yeah, I got a meeting on the phone real quick. So he talks over. He goes, how's it going?
Yeah, man. Hey, bro. Hey, hello, everyone. How you doing today? I'm feeling great.
Now I have to deal with this shit.
And then I get back on the phone. Like, hey, what's up, nigga? Hey, what's going on, my nigga?
That's exactly how it went.
It was funny but it's gonna be. I just can't wait. Like a lot of people, like when I hear like Dirt talk about Double Fine and other people in the community, they said like Double Fine, Obsidian, In Exile, and these guys. People think because they never made, because they always struggle with budget. Them games are the games they made. They've been Kickstarters or they've been really low budget with like not much resources or backing behind them. And these guys have been in the game for 20, 30 years and they can make a game. But when you don't have the money, when you don't have the manpower, the resources, and you're going to eat, you're basically begging publishers to publish your game.
Right.
You're begging for money.
Hey, I don't know if you guys saw when last year after they like announced that Xbox purchase Double Fine, you know, they had like a little diary video kind of a vlog.
Yeah, I remember that.
And Tim Schafer was like, man, it's going to feel so good not having to shop our game around, hoping someone picks it up. He said that's like the greatest thing ever. We can just make a game. We have the budget to make the game that we want to. And yo, man, I think Double Fine is really talented. I mean, Tim Schafer is a legend in the industry, man. He made some great games. You know,
That's
some classic games.
Like,
so
it's like Tim Schafer, like he look at it like these guys are his family. Like imagine your own family, you're going around trying to get a job. Just to pay the bills, to get the food for your family. Exactly the same. You're just trying to go out there, trying to sell a game. X amount of money you got and everything.
Sean, you're absolutely right, man. Like when you're the head of a studio, an independent studio that's like trying to get their game published, it's the same as like when like with your family, when people depend on you, I might want to smack the hell out of my supervisor, right? But guess what? I'm not going to do that because I have people depending on me. I have my family, my wife, my kids, you know what I'm saying?
Right.
They're depending on me. So like that's a lot of pressure that Tim Schafer was under, and it's good to see he has that job security now. Like, I have job security, you know, I don't have to worry about these things. And because of that, they have this creative freedom. Xbox gave them carte blanche to do what they want to do. Do what you want to do, man. Do what you want to do. Like, they're doing what they want to do. It's going to be amazing.
I believe, like, was it Brian Fogel? Is he In Exile?
Yeah.
He said he was going to quit.
Yeah, he did. Yeah, he did say that.
He was done. Because obviously the way the things were going, but
now he's like reborn. He's like rejuvenated. Yeah,
because I got the second wind back into me now.
Yeah,
He wants to make games because of the back end. Even with Compulsion Games, I forgot the main person who owns it. He was like, because obviously one of the PR managers was on the Iron Lord podcast. Shout out to them guys as well. Like she mentioned it. Yeah, she mentioned it, and she was like, "I'm picking up selling the company." And we don't have to worry about like going to this person, going to that person to sell our game. What do you reckon? And he decided, and I think that's the best thing they ever done. These smaller studios, they're talented. They are talented people. But when you don't have the right tools, you ain't shit.
Yeah.
I think it's more so the resources. You can be a small studio and be talented as hell, but with a lack of resources, it's kind of hard to kind of display that when you're creating games because you're bound by your financial structure. It's just like who is that? Compulsion Games. Like Sean was saying, their first game that everybody that We Happy Few, they said they made that based on the resources they had. They had to work with what they had at the time.
Right.
To put out a game, and that's what they was able to put out based on the resources that they had at the time.
Yeah.
Now that they're under Microsoft, they got
Watch
more
out.
freedom, a better creative space, have the ability to hire more people, and really, from a creative perspective, get their full vision out of a game. Now, what that's going to be, we don't know, but we do know that Compulsion Games consist of the same developers who created BioShock.
Yeah.
So they have some talent over there, and I think people sleep on them. I think people look at Rehab Few, and I hate when people do that. They look at a game a developer make, and they judge that developer based on that game. You know what I'm saying?
Exactly.
It's like a Sobo. You look at a Sobo. They did Disney Rush. They did a lot of kind of Disney games, but guess what? They also gave you a Plague's Tale. They're also working on the Flight Simulator for money, and those two games look freaking beautiful.
Right.
Don't judge a developer based on some of the content. Some of the content they put out is probably what they got hired to do.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? And that goes to what Dirt was saying. Like, I got to keep my employees eating. They got families. So if we got to make a Disney Rush, we're going to make the Disney Rush. We're going to make.
I mean, sorry, post. Now, when someone offers you money to make a game and you got a family to feed, like the head studio's got to feed they got all families, you're going to take that money. If it's good money, you're going to take it. But now it's a different ball game.
I ain't turning down no game. You need me to help you with something? Yeah, we got to eat over here.
Right. Exactly.
That's the thing, like, it's a different ball game now. We know like these 15 studios, they communicate with each other if they want to do something with a game or they're not sure what they can do with the Unreal Engine 4. The last coalition or Ninja Theory or someone, how do you do this in your game? What's the easiest way to do it? And Compulsion Games has talked about this. The certain ways of it is better technique because of experience. Like the coalition, I believe they're probably one of the best studios that deals with Unreal Engine 4 and get the
absolutely.
best of the best. Like Gears 5 is just amazing. It does dynamic 4K 6. That's one of the best performing games on console.
Smooth.
Period.
So smooth.
Period. That is, and it's nice these studios that communicate with each other, get more information. I can't wait for these studios. People discredit these studios. Like what has the Double Fine made? Psychonauts, but when they have a nice budget, watch what type of quality level game they could make something on the.
Watch out, man.
They could make something on the level as Mario.
I think I like the new guy that's in charge of the Gears studio.
Yeah,
he came in and took Gears 5 multiplayer right.
Hey, you know what though, Post, but like he was a Post.
Yeah,
dude was like, his name is Mike Crump, I believe. He was always there. Like he was the head of Black Tusk. But when Rod Ferguson came in, he stepped aside, let Rod head the studio. But he's the head of it now. So yeah, he was doing this thing. But let me say something about a team that we don't talk about a lot in the Xbox community, a first party team, because a lot of people either like State of Decay or they didn't. But Undead Labs, I believe, similar to Double Fine and Compulsion, they have Microsoft 100% backing. State of Decay 2 was a AA, clear as day. But I'm telling you guys, that game is something about that game, just the concept of that game. I really feel with a AAA budget, some better voice acting, because the voice acting is horrendous.
Yeah.
A little more story. I believe that game could be absolutely phenomenal and a game changer. Watch out for Undead Labs, man. I'm saying really watch out for those guys, because I think people just overlooking those that studio.
I think it's being recognized as a sleeper studio just for the fact that of how State of Decay 2 turned out at launch, but they're still updating the game to this
day. It's way better, man. Oh my god, it's way better.
Way better. Like they did that big graphic update, and they just they're gonna update it again. I'm looking at a post right now. It was 3 hours ago. State of Decay 2 announces better loot, revamped shotguns, and more. So they're adding more content to the game, just like Sea of Thieves. Sea of Thieves got slept on the whole for the past 2 years, and look where they're at now, over 15 million players.
Listen, all State of Decay got to do is have them graphics on point, kind of like I'm visualizing like Resident Evil 2 remake, Resident Evil 3 remake kind of graphics. We knock out all those kinks, and bro, it's that alone. Cause man, State of Decay is a good game. Like
it is.
The
concept,
that they got
yeah,
set
the
up,
concept,
Absolutely, man.
Come on, man. That game, and everybody's talking about it. You're not the only one that's bringing up State.
And do you know what it was like? A lot of people were hyped for that game. Do you know?
Hell,
Like,
it was number one that month. MPD, remember, it was number
they were
one.
hyped for that game, but it just took that bit. It missed its mark.
It let a lot of people down. You know.
Yeah.
See, but I love that, and it's even better now.
Well,
yeah, definitely. It's good as getting the support. What do you reckon, Will?
Yeah, I mean, Undead is an interesting one. I think for the future they have the blueprint of what people want from their games. Like they want like a city map, they want like dynamic weather, better physics. You know, like more weapons, customizable people, or maybe even a story. So I think the next game is gonna be pretty dope. I'll be curious to see if it's gonna be in this conference. It might be like a second wave, along with like a Horizon and an Excel's game or whatever. So I'm curious to see where they're gonna fit into these what do you call it? Plans.
You're right, because they've been updating the current gen game. So I wonder how far in development are they for part 3, or are they making something else different and just keeping this game as a service like Sea of Thieves? Just keep updating it, put better stuff into the game, like I said, customizable, or let's make the game look better. They might just do what Sea of Thieves done. So maybe they might be making another game. You just don't know.
No, they're definitely making State of Decay 3.
Making a 3, yeah. It's gonna be like the MMO style, because they always been talking about wanting to make a MMO style State of Decay style game, but they'll probably just add.
They do that, it'll be a wrap.
Yeah, it'd be nice.
Now, bro.
Yeah, because everybody wanted it. I don't know how it'll work with the story, because not a lot of people know the story.
Right.
Yeah, so I might clash with the design, unless maybe they sort of do the same with 2, just blow it up and give people more players to be able to do co-op missions and stuff like that. So we'll see. I mean, also funny that you guys mentioned what do you call it?
Compulsion.
Double Fine. Yeah, I was gonna say, like, if they make another Iron Brigade, that'd be awesome, because Iron Brigade was a really dope 360 game, and it's like a multiplayer also, like co-op. So and plus with the story. So imagine with like a budget, a story, and co-op. Yeah, Iron Brigade 2 would be dope.
We know, like, when they acquired Double Fine, obviously with Matt Booty and Paul, Tim, they were on stage, and Tim goes, "Oh, we're not forced to like make a Halo game." He was joking around. We could do what we want. If you want to make a platformer like something like Psychonauts, we could do that. We're not forced to make a AAA crazy over the top type of shooting game like a Halo or something. So they got creative freedom, and that's why a lot of people are signed with Microsoft.
Yeah, because they can create what they want to create. They're not forced, and they're not crunched into making something
a shooter
that they don't want to make.
Yeah, definitely. Like, I'm not sure if you heard this rumor. It's been around for a bit, but it came up again. How many of you guys into the motorsport series?
Oh, of course.
I love
it. Have you heard that it's got a story, something like Need for Speed or something? What's your take? Let's just say if that is something that's possible, that with the next Forza Motorsport 8, it has some sort of like maybe a 4 or 5 hour story, something similar to like a Need for Speed or something. What's your take on that, Newsom?
Man, I think that'll be nice. Especially at Playground do it. Like that'll be crazy. Like, come on.
No, this is the Turn 10 studio they're talking about.
Oh, you mean this? Oh, you mean just Forza Motorsport, not Horizon?
Yeah, the Turn 10. That's what they're saying.
Like I'm thinking about like how, like, fill me in, cause I never played like Madden in a minute, or like 2K in a minute, and I know they got story modes in those games.
Yeah,
how are the story modes in those games?
Those story modes are trash.
No, I'm like, the only one I really enjoyed.
I like the story mode in Madden.
So
Madden was,
Yeah.
was okay.
Yeah, I
Madden
think they're
was
decent.
okay. but
Madden
the-
had a dope story mode. I mean, leading up to you getting drafted and all that stuff, and I think it was pretty cool.
I feel like they did a lot better than 2K did.
Yeah, I agree with that. They did their story mode was a lot better than what 2K offered.
And it was like twice as long.
Yeah.
So
it was
Paul-
like real movie
was-
type stuff.
It was actually fun to play. You know, you play high school games, college games,
Oh, that's dope.
NFL games. Like it was really cool.
it brings a new element to the game than just playing online. Like, Post, what's your take on this? With the Forza Motorsport 8, like rumors have been going around, it's come up again that it's got like a Need for Speed type of story to it. Do you think that's a good idea?
But for simulation racing?
Yeah, that's just like they're saying there's something different to it. That's what they're saying. That's the rumor.
I can't see that with a
I trust Turn 10.
I can't see that with a simulation racing, man.
That's negative. Paul.
The simulation races are different from just arcade races. Yeah, people when it comes to simulation racing like GT and Forza, like they're really serious about that. They don't want no gimmicks. They want that driving experience to be as close to real life as possible. So I don't know. It depends on how they do it. You know what I'm saying? If they can do it right, but still keep the simulation experience there, what people purchase it for, then that's
like I know it's a simulation. They could keep that separate. I'm just talking about like maybe a 4 to 6 hour story mode, completely separate from the simulation style. Do you think that's what they're talking about?
I gotta see. I gotta see how
That's
that.
what do
I
you
would
reckon?
love
there?
it. I would love it.
Yeah, I think they can do it if they do like a. You seen that movie Days of Thunder?
Yes.
If they make something like that, or like a Ford versus Ferrari, they could easily do something like that.
Right.
And just like make a whole story out of it. It don't have to be too long. But remember, Forza Horizon, the first one had a story mode like that. They discarded it unfortunately for the sequels for Horizon, but it was really good. I actually liked it a lot. I wish they didn't take it away because it kind of took away some of the I don't know. It became a little bit more personal to you, I guess. I don't know, like the racing. I thought it was more interesting because you got characters and stuff like that.
Right.
It had more personality to it, but
I agree with you. Yeah.
Like Need for Speed games, we can all agree like they kind of gone downhill. They kind of missed. They've been missing the mark this generation.
Hey, can I agree with somebody in the chat? That Madden story, that shit was trash. The 2K story mode was a little bit better to me.
yeah.
So
That's my opinion.
Like obviously you play like one of my favorite stories I played for like it was a boxing.
Yeah,
It was
but
Fight Night
as long as they
Champion.
make it good, I think.
Oh, you say
it'll
what?
be Nice.
Yeah,
I'm sorry,
like
what you say, Sean?
yeah, like one of my favorite stories that I did on EA Fight Night Champion. That story was
That was
dope.
a dope ass story.
Yeah, that was a dope story. If they can deliver something on
I
that
can't hear
scale,
Sean no more.
Oh, you can't hear him no more?
really, just hop
Hey,
in and
trust
hop out.
me, he ain't talking about shit anyway.
If they can deliver on
Let me
something like
back out.
that,
Let me back out and come
yeah.
in.
If they can deliver on something like that, I'll be happy with it.
That was an amazing story mode. That was the best story mode in the sports game I could think of.
Yeah, like
Which one?
Fight
Night Champion.
Oh yeah.
Wait
yeah,
a
that
minute,
was
wait a
great
minute.
story.
Def Jam Fight from New York. If y'all want to consider that a sports game,
Yeah.
Oh my god, bro.
if y'all want to consider that a sports game, that was a dope story.
Yeah.
That was
First
one of the best fighting games I've
Oh
played.
my god, man!
That whole generation. Like that game was
That
amazing.
game was amazing, man.
They took
And,
they took the mechanics from No Mercy.
absolutely
Some of
same
the
same
games
engine.
on-
Yep,
Yeah.
same engine. Yep.
No
Just
Mercy,
fucking,
the best wrestling game ever made.
Yeah, No Mercy is that's 100%. Yeah,
I never
them
played
games.
like No
games
Mercy
are-
because I didn't rock with the N64.
You
it's
missed
all
out then, Dirt.
You missed out
I'm
the
not
best
gonna lie.
wrestling game.
I heard it was the best
wrest-
one ever.
I'm
Yeah, I heard
telling
it
you,
was
it's
the best one ever.
As far as they had a complete campaign, like a story. Like
Yeah,
you could say different things and like different shit would happen. Like you have backstage fights, you have narratives
Yeah.
going throughout the
Shit was
whole.
crazy, man.
I heard it was the best
It was
one ever.
dope
Yeah.
as hell, man.
It's unbelievable.
And-
How can EA let all that good stuff lapse? Like
I don't know, man.
Because it's 2K and they're trash.
yeah,
No,
but
no,
even stuff
no.
like
You said EA. You said EA, right?
Yeah,
No,
EA big.
2K.
But like Well, I'm sorry. Well, I thought you were talking about Def Jam, but
No,
like,
he said, yeah, that was EA, bro. That's EA big was Def Jam.
that Big was awesome, man. Like,
Oh, that was
no
dope.
SSX this generation,
I
no
was
NBA
talking about No
Street.
Mercy.
Yeah, my
Wrestling games.
bad.
I was talking about wrestling games in general. 2K took
Right.
over wrestling, and yeah.
Gotcha.
But yeah, go ahead.
They're struggling with the wrestling. Yeah, they are.
Yeah.
But like going back to this motorsport, like, would you be alright with something like that if they had a separate story, like maybe 4 to 6 hours? And if it's not dog shit, if it's something, it be decent. Would you be okay for a motorsport series?
Absolutely, man. I trust Turn 10. I think they're talented enough. I mean, I think they can do it. And I think they can do it like to where the racing enthusiasts wouldn't be upset. Like make it an optional story mode. You know what I'm saying? Not like part of the regular
Or
campaign.
the career mode, yeah, the career mode,
Right.
yeah.
Yeah.
It could be campaign mode or like create a driver or some shit like that. You know what I mean?
No, that's gonna be awesome, and I can't wait. Like, I just can't wait because obviously we know like Halo's gonna be there. We hear it in Fable. Perfect Dark is 50-50 at the moment, but
Ninja Gaiden possibly.
Ninja Gaiden's coming up now as well.
All right, so this is a topic though. Well, I
Go
want
for
to
it.
make it a
Go for
topic.
it.
Everwild. I want to hear people's opinions on this because I think it looks really good with the way they went with the graphic styles in the game. I think the animals look really good. The combat like reminds me of what's that game that Sony showed at their event? It starts with a K.
Bugsnax.
No, the one that starts with
Kina. Yeah, I know.
Yeah, it's gonna be a multiplayer. I'm guessing it's gonna have a combat similar to that game. But what's your guys' take on what we've seen from the trailer, and what you think we're gonna see at the show?
Yeah, that's a tough one, man. I don't know. I have a feeling it's going to be similar to like a Pokemon thing, because the way they're like emphasizing the animals and the way you're sneaking around and maybe trying to I don't know, maybe you have to tame them and you could ride them. I don't know. It's really hard to say, but I hope it's a good like single player plus co-op adventure. That'd be dope.
I honestly think it's probably going to be open world. Like that's my
Yeah, I feel like it's gonna be open world game. Yeah,
because the success with Sea of Thieves over the years, I think they're going with that. With Rare never stops. They've been putting out successful games since the early '90s on Nintendo. Like they have a successful game every generation since the early '90s. So I feel like they're gonna come out with this game. It's gonna be open world. You can play with your friends, and yeah. As far as the gameplay, we've yet to see.
Yeah, it's still a mystery. That game is gonna be. So,
What, Everwild?
Yeah.
Yeah. What they shown so far, it's kind of hard to take a handle on what it's going to be. If it's going to be RPG, it's going to be open world, kind of a game as a service like Sea of Thieves. I would think so, based on the success of Sea of Thieves. Is one of their biggest successful titles in a while. But it looked like it has like an RPG to me, but I don't know. They could have, show it and just flip the script on. I'm pretty excited to see what it's about, though. I'm pretty excited.
Do you reckon we're gonna see it? Will we see it at this show?
Yeah.
I feel confident 100% it'll be at the show.
For me, Ninja Gaiden trumps everything. I mean,
Yeah, Post. I know you played them. You played them recently as well, Post. So
my first experience with Ninja Gaiden Black on the OG Xbox was one of the most frustrating games I ever played. One of the most difficult games I ever played. But when you beat it,
though,
the feeling of beating that game. When I'm talking about the regular AI, felt like boss fights. You know what I'm saying? Fighting just the regular soldiers. You will spend 20 different times of restarting boss fights trying to beat one boss. But when you beat the game, it was just pure joy. And the last Ninja Gaiden they put out wasn't too high. Kind of put a real depth on the franchise. I think that's why they fell back. I think it was Ninja Gaiden Yaba or something like that.
Yeah.
They fell back on it. But if they could bring it back, reinvent it on the next generation Series X with all that power and that,
Oh my god!
oh,
Yeah,
Remember
Ninja
that-
Gaiden was a looker too back then.
Yes.
It was
yes,
They did
Well-
say it's going to be a show full of mic drops, so
Yeah.
it is definitely a
Oh
possibility.
yeah, I
I
can't
hope
wait
so.
to hear that
I
game
hope
that
so.
nobody saw coming. That's
Yeah.
just gonna blow
Oh.
everybody away. Like, whoa.
That's what I've been
That's what
talking about, man. Like I'm trying to figure out what that game is going to be.
Yeah, we
Or
ain't gonna know.
try to think of what it could possibly be. The sleeper IP.
Yeah,
Yep, everybody talking about Fable, Halo, Perfect Dark. It's gonna be a game that nobody saw coming, man. That shit.
I
is
feel
gonna
I
just-
feel like Splinter Cell can do that.
Splinter Cell
people-
could definitely
Splinter-
do that.
It can do a megaton. Ninja Gaiden seems to be one of them games as well. It's just
Half-Life 3.
oh yeah.
Oh my God, bro. Left 4 Dead 3. What about
Yeah,
that?
that'd be dope. Yeah.
Man,
but I'm,
Let's leave Valve alone.
I'm kind of glad people are just still with this mantra of Halo, Gears, and Forza, because when the show comes up and if we do have those big mic drop moments, it's gonna be a lot of people salty, a lot of L's out there, because that's all people are saying, that the Halo, Gears, and Forza. That's Microsoft telling you. Phil came out saying, "Hey, I see the memes."
Right.
From a, specifically saying from a fan standpoint, I understand the Halo, Gears, and Forza. Halo, Gears, and Forza. He recognized that they couldn't keep, surviving every generation off Halo, Gears, and Forza. By him recognizing that, goes to show that he know that, they need more AAA content and they need that next big title. Like I said, the OG had Halo, 360 had Gears. You know what I'm saying? 360 had Gears. Well, OG had Halo and Forza. And then
Right.
360 had Gears. Halo and Forza was still strong.
Yeah. Fable
But in
too.
this Xbox One era, we didn't get that defining title.
Right.
Yeah, and we didn't get that defining title. Gears 5 came out. It was dope, but it wasn't a big enough difference to kind of separate it from past Gears title. And I really think Gears need to go on the back burner. Give it some time. Let it do what it do. Let them focus on
Let us miss it.
Yeah, let us miss it.
Yeah.
right.
Because at this point, it's getting to that point where, okay, what else? You guys ain't really doing. I mean, these different modes are cool, but it's not really doing nothing different. It's like more of the same, pretty much, honestly.
Yeah.
So put that on the back burner. Give people some time away from it, like we did with Halo. It took 5 years for
And
this.
people
The
miss Halo, and you see the hype for it. People like, oh, it's been 5 years. Even though Master Chief Collection has been out, a brand new Halo, people missed it, and they
Even
can't wait for this.
Forza had to go away for a period of time for
Right.
them, because that was starting to be more the same. And they recognized, look, we need a little bit more time with this in the tank so we can really do some big changes and
A big
really
step up, yeah.
for the title. And I think Gears is the next title that needs to go through that. You know what I'm saying? So,
I think it will be, unless I hope it does. I hope it comes out in the next 4 years.
yeah.
I mean, yeah,
You
if
know.
you think about it, I think most of the franchises have gotten a break besides Gears. Because Fable, we haven't seen one in a while. Halo got a break.
Yeah.
Forza got at least a 2 or 3 year break or something.
I feel like Forza was the only game that held carried the Xbox One, to be honest, throughout the generation.
Absolutely,
Yeah, it
for
really
the
did.
Horizon.
Yeah, especially Forza Horizon. Yeah.
Yeah, man.
Horizon 3 it took off. It was
Oh my
like
God.
one of the biggest games this generation for the Xbox.
Yeah, phenomenal game. I'm like, 4 is dope, but I like 3 better than 4 for some reason. Even though 4 is great also, but 3 was just
Like I've never been a fan of the Horizon games until I played number 4. 'Cause I was
yes.
always I was always
Yeah, me
into the
too.
motorsport.
It was the UK bias.
Yeah, that's why.
It was,
gonna
but
say.
like it was the UK bias as well. Let's be honest, but I never. I was like, no, I'm into the simulation. I like the motorsport series. Even I got
Okay.
number 3. Like I didn't like it that much, but I might need to go back to it.
Number 4 is like one of the best games or best looking games.
Yeah, because
Yeah.
the way that game performs as well, like it's got a 4K 30 mode, open world, and it's got a 1080p
Yeah,
60
yeah.
mode as well on the
Y'all
One
gonna
X
laugh at me.
on the current gen as well.
Cause y'all gonna laugh at me because man, Forza Horizon 4 is the best racing game I played since like probably like Gran Turismo 2, Gran Turismo 1,
Yeah.
like Need for Speed Underground, Sega GT. Like I played those games.
They were dope
Back in the
games
day.
though.
Those
I think
was
Underground
all
was
dope
better than
ass
Most
racing
Wanted.
games. Most Wanted, Most Wanted is dope too.
Underground
But
2 was the
I
best.
put them,
I'm not.
yeah. Underground 2 was like legendary. And this
Underground 2
around the
was the
time
best.
with
When I
the
say Most Wanted, I mean the 2005 version, not that dog shit that came out after like 3 years later.
This
Yeah.
whole generation, like Need for Speed, was trash.
Yeah,
yeah,
pretty
Need for
much.
Speed was garbage. But yeah, I felt like Forza Horizon 4 rejuvenated my racing game. Like,
Right.
yeah, before that, I wasn't checking for no
What
racers.
the fuck happened to Need for Speed while we're on that topic? What happened?
I'm gonna
I mean,
tell you exactly what happened.
Rivals was okay. Like
I'm gonna tell you exactly what
I
happened.
enjoyed it a bit. But
The
after that,
developer is was it
Ghost.
Ghost Games? Ghost.
Ghost.
They made all of the Need for Speeds this generation, and they are not that bad as a developer. Is that something's always missing in their games? So I heard that the next Need for Speed, they who's making it? It's not Ghost anymore. Like
It's not
EA
Ghost
finally.
anymore. They're going back to the. It's not Trident, no.
Yeah, is it? Yeah, it might be.
We're
Yeah,
going back to a team that was making it before Ghost.
yeah. I think it was Crichton. Like, what's it called? Crichton?
I think
Criterion?
Trident. I think it is.
Crichton? Yeah.
Criterion.
Like those are the guys making
Yeah,
those burnout
Criterion,
games.
something like that. Yeah.
Those burnout games was amazing back in the day, man.
Burnout 3 was the shit.
Oh man, I used to
Man,
Have you
love Burnout.
noticed, like, when it came to this generation, a lot of the car games took a step back. Like a lot for like Drive Club, Burnout, like they all took a
They
step
ain't
back
even
this
give us no
generation.
Midnight Club.
Yeah.
Oh
Like,
man,
the only game that stepped up the game this generation and kept it going, it was the especially Forza Horizon. The rest of the games took a step back.
yeah. What happened to PGR?
Wow, what a game! It's that's because of Horizon. They're not gonna go back to that. Car games took a step back.
Hey. Oh, I'm sorry.
I can say the NASCAR games looked really fucking good, but they were trash. They looked really good though. Like
I'm about to. Hey, man, I gotta. Hey, man, I gotta go, fellas.
Dirk.
I'll
All
catch
right,
man,
you-
thanks for the
Dirk.
impromptu show, man. I appreciate you
Yeah,
guys.
try to catch you tomorrow.
All right, for sure. 2 more days, baby.
Yeah.
Grandpa's tomorrow. Are you gonna stay up, Sean?
It's a WBG takeover. I'm
It's
getting
a
every Xbox guy I can to take
takeover.
over that damn show.
I'm gonna wake up. I'll put my alarm on.
I'll call every Xbox guy I can. We take it over tomorrow. All right, fellas.
Dirk.
All right, Dirk.
Now post like are you still like post?
Go
Your
ahead.
post. Yeah. Like what's the latest we heard now? Like any more news coming up for the show? Like any more surprises? What's the latest?
I can't really say. You know what? I don't want to spoil nothing for nobody. And the reason why I say that because the person I know who is in the know is giving me that same treatment. So,
Right.
Okay.
you know, the person I know said, "Look, I haven't really been at." They can ask, you know what I'm saying, but they don't want to know. They just want to be
Right.
surprised like everybody else. And so, in terms of, I just know it's going to be a big show. That's all. But in terms of what's going to be there and all that stuff, I want to be surprised with everybody else.
So you're saying it's gonna be a big show, but in a good way, right?
Yeah, no, in a
Right.
good way. In a
Yeah,
good
yeah.
way.
All right.
You see the all of the other insiders that's out there. You can see like saying, look, after this show, this stigma of this Xbox has no games is dead.
It's
you know?
over.
It's over. They're gonna have to find a new narrative.
Exactly.
You know what I'm saying? It could possibly. I don't know if they're gonna do it this show or the August show. There is some acquisitions in play. I'm not talking about the WB shit. is it'll be a while before that even gets finalized. You got so many people and so many discussions. It'll be months before we'll see a finalization on that, I think. But it prior to that, there was already rumors of either one or two more acquisitions. So we could possibly see an announcement like that at this show, or it could be put off to the August show. We know some games they're not going to show everything Thursday. We know that they're holding some things back for a show in August, because I know Sony supposed to come around. I think August 6th. They got a show on the 6th. A state of the play, I think, that they're supposed to show some more stuff. So it's a good game of cat and mouse. They both playing chess right now in terms of price, pre-order, and all that stuff and content. So I think this just gonna bode well for the overall gamer as a whole. But I can't put no secrets out there.
Like I said, it's going to be a great show, definitely. Go on,
Yeah.
Dev.
No, I was
It's
just
gonna
gonna say,
show, though. It's gonna be fun.
yeah, that's basically what I was gonna say. Is we know it's gonna be great. Of course, we don't want to be spoiled. We want to see it in person for ourselves and be shocked and jaw dropped and pause and fucking just sit there in awe. You know what I mean? Like, just
there hasn't really been no leaks.
it's
I'm
our
glad.
time.
I want to be surprised. I don't want to know. I don't want to know. Just surprise me. I want to be like, holy shit! I did not expect that. You know what I'm saying?
You want that feeling like, just we deserve that shit for going through everything we've been through this generation.
Yes.
And being loyal to Xbox when, them years in 2017 and fucking where there's nothing, and up to now where we have everything going for us, and then all these bombs are gonna drop at this show, man. This is the show, and
I know it's gonna be surprise. Game Pass. It's supposed to be it's a surprise for Game Pass, and the rumor changes to Xbox Live where you can buy the $60.
The full year. The full year, yeah.
Expect some updates on services and stuff like that. I think, but I don't know, because Aaron Greenberg said, I think a lot of that might happen in the pre-show. Look, just think, they say they have game announcements in the pre-show, world premieres in the pre-show. Not even the show.
Yeah,
that's crazy.
That's awesome, man. Just more shit for us, man.
Yeah, that's like, you got world premieres in the pre-show. So what's the show gonna be like? You know what I'm saying?
You know what's crazy is that nothing ain't leaking, and insiders know, right? But they don't want to spoil it for us. They so like, this is weird. Like, they don't want to spoil it for us, and they probably don't even want to spoil it for themselves. That's how crazy this event is gonna be, man. I just have a good feeling about it, man. Like, I don't know. This is weird. We ain't got no leaks.
Yeah,
I'm telling you, we're gonna wake up on Thursday and watch the show. It's gonna be like Christmas morning opening up a brand new N64 console.
But that's what's making the anticipation that much more. The fact, in previous years, you had people coming out spoiling the whole E3 lineup. You're gonna see this. You're gonna see that. You know what I'm saying?
They've done a very good job. They've done a very good job when it comes to like the past 18 months or so. They've done a very good job of not like leaking the shows or something. They've done a very good job.
This been lockdown. This has been the best I've seen information being prevented from me for a long time. Because usually some comes out. You know what I'm saying? And even a dude, which I don't really like, the Jeff Kegley dude, man, because he was known for sport. He spoiled the price back when the Xbox One, back in the Xbox One era.
One X, yeah,
he leaked the price and stuff, man.
Yeah, that's what we were talking about that last night on WBG. How they probably ain't telling them shit.
Yeah.
Until like right before the show or whatever.
Yeah.
So he doesn't spoil everything.
He got smart too, because during the last E3, I think Phil, when he was in the theater practicing, they had something else up on the screen.
Oh, that was
the Game Award.
It was
Yeah.
the Game Award. It was like Game Pass. During the Game Award, they had like Game Pass up on the screen. He was doing that, and people thought that was what he was going. Then come on the show. It's he go to the Series X. It's like, yeah, you got to do things like that, man, because you have all people walking around doing the pre-show or doing when it's getting set up, and you practicing, and they be taking cell phone screenshots and stuff, leaking stuff. So that was a smart thing to do.
That was the smartest move they ever did. Just played at 10-20 seconds, like the first part of the video, because you don't know what's going on in the first minute or so in that video. So, and it was amazing. That was an amazing surprise.
Yeah,
that was an amazing, bold move, and yeah, that person deserves a promotion, a raise. Give her something, you know, a personal office, and some shit, because that turned over the. I mean, we had over 3 million people watching online, not to mention everybody that was there in person. A huge crowd.
It's gonna be nice, man. Like I said, this 2 days, man. Like I said, tomorrow is just gonna go like that, snap of a finger. Then on Thursday, like we're gonna. I think the best thing to do on Thursday, like, because sometimes a leak can happen. It can happen, you know. You might be best off like staying away from Twitter for them, like in the morning before the show comes on, because leaks come out, or like they do tend to come out sometimes when they're needed to the show. So I'm gonna be busy that day, so hopefully I'll come back on time for the pre-show or the main show, hopefully. But it's gonna be, I can't wait for it, man. There's 2 more days now. Well, 1 more day for me now.
2 more fucking days. Just say it, man. Just
go on, Dev. Let's wrap it up.
Hype as fuck, man.
Yeah, let's wrap it up,
I want
Dev.
to see that Halo. It's been 5 years. Next generation Halo launching with the console.
Talk that shit.
How many years has it been since Halo has dropped side by side with the new Xbox console?
Yeah, it's the first one there.
Fucking first one in a
First
long time.
Fuck, man. 19 years ago?
Yeah, the first one, yeah.
I mean, my only smaller reservation is that the thing is we kind of know what's going to be there, so I'm hoping for at least one little surprise or something like that, just to kind of spice it up a little bit, because we know all the big stuff like Fable.
Yeah, I feel like we know like a couple of the big games like Hellblade or that, but we want to see them in gameplay or gameplay trailer. We want to see the actual footage of it. Like the latest part, like they're saying it's going to be like a gameplay in-engine type of trailer for Fable, they're saying. Right. So we'll see, man.
And I also want to see gameplay for Project Mara, because that game looks real. It looks like real life.
Oh yeah, for sure, man. It's going to be interesting this the next 2-3 days now. Oh. It's gonna be fun. Like I can't wait to see like with the podcast we're gonna be doing. Other people are going to be talking shit as well. The flip floppers are going to be coming back. We did this. This is the reason why the games came out, because we flip flop. We told Microsoft to like step up the game. You know what's going to happen.
Twitter feeds are going to get unibombed, and they're going to fucking delete their accounts. It's going to be a wrap. It's going to be like fucking World War Twitter. It's going to be over.
Yeah, hopefully tomorrow doesn't leak everything. That
I know
that shit happens, man. Something's gonna happen. It's gonna leak.
Yo, Dev.
Yeah.
Go on, nuisance. Finish up. Then we'll wrap the show up.
Yeah, man. They showed Hellblade 2 last year, bro, and that shit still look better than, because now everybody said it. It looked good when everybody said it's CGI.
Yeah,
they confirmed that it's not.
Yeah, this is real time.
Thought it was CGI, so you can't tell me it don't look good. Don't lie. You know what I'm saying? I got caught with y'all pants down.
Yeah.
They said it's that's Unreal Engine 5. They're like,
in real time.
Okay. Okay. Hey, it's about to get ugly Thursday.
I'm telling you, Matt, because they were saying all that shit. Ugly, they were saying all that shit about CGI, but then they were like, "Oh, Konami is making two of this," and Konami was like, "The fuck you talking about?" Smacked them up a little bit. What they talking about, man? I'm telling you, people are going to be combusting on Thursday.
Get hype. It's going down. Yeah, get hype. We're gonna get hit with game after game after game. The only thing I don't like is that they're gonna hold. I feel like they're gonna hold stuff back for August because they're gonna wait for PlayStation bitch ass to do something. So yeah, that's the only, or else, bro, we would have got hit with, bruh. Hell, flurries. Like, yo, we still gonna get hit with a lot, but I just think they're gonna split it up a little bit, which kind of sucks. But it is what it is. Not too long.
I think the pre-show is going to be for all the shit that we know about already, like say like the games that some of the games that are already out getting next gen upgrades, and then like say a game like the smaller ones, you know, like
Yeah.
Psychonauts and maybe possibly even Everwild to end off the pre-show, and then
Right.
main show with the fucking mic drops like these people have been saying.
Yeah, definitely.
No
I
doubt.
got a question for y'all. Y'all doing like how? Well, probably not. Like me, I ain't played Doom Eternal yet. I ain't gonna play Cyberpunk, and I'm holding off on goddamn Metro, the new Metro game.
Metro
Because I want to play, Exodus, because I want to play those on the Series X. Is any of y'all doing the same thing, or y'all was like, fuck it, I gotta play that now?
I might do that for Cyberpunk. It all depends.
It depends. It depends when the Series X is coming out, because obviously we've been hearing it's gonna come out earlier than normal, but obviously with COVID, it's kind of messed up the plans probably. But I might do that with Avengers and Assassin Valhalla.
Okay.
Them the three games mainly.
I think that game is going to be trash, but that's just my opinion. The Avengers game.
Yeah, it's a little iffy. It's very Anthem-esque in some ways. Like I don't know.
Yeah, it is.
I have faith in Crystal Dynamics. That's what it is.
But,
What y'all think about the Mass Effect developer tweeting about Thursday?
Well, what has he said?
She said, I forgot. She said something about you don't want to miss Thursday.
Oh, really?
Oh,
maybe
shit.
they'll-
Mass Effect.
Oh,
yeah, maybe they'll announce
Insert
the
eye
remaster.
emojis.
It's interesting because you got like before we wrap up the show, we got like Shinobi, we got Jeff Grubb, and we got like Benji Sales, and obviously talking about this developer now. It's all the big guys who kind of know, like they're known insiders, or they got good information, hyping the show up. That's what it is. It's not like the normal people who
it's true.
Yeah.
Shit, even Tom Warren as from The Verge. You know, The Verge don't really fuck with Xbox. He been hyping that.
I'm pretty sure like Tom Warren and these guys who write the articles, Eurogame and all these guys, they got the information. They already know what's going down. They got the information.
They're gonna have articles ready after the show,
Yeah.
and then they're gonna have hands-on with Halo Infinite after the show.
Yeah, they know what's going on.
It's gonna be preview articles that go up about Halo Infinite after the show.
Yeah, like I said, they know exactly what's going on.
Yeah, they know.
They know what's going on, like I said. So they'll have everything ready. As soon as the show drops, every new game, article.
Articles,
you know.
yeah. Articles. So they already know the lineup and everything.
Yeah.
I think
The big guys know.
I think at the show they're gonna drop the Halo Infinite flight multiplayer flight. I think it's gonna start that day.
I'm on that.
Definitely.
I'll be checking it out. Yeah.
It's gonna be pretty interesting.
But yeah, man. I wanna thank everybody for coming out. Everybody on the panel. Everybody in the chat. Thank you for coming by to my small ass channel. I know a lot of people don't know about my channel, but we had a lot of the crew, a lot of big Xbox guys on here tonight. I might pop in with one of these streams every now and again. This is the first time I did it, so shout out to everybody for coming out. But I guess we can go one by one and see what any of you guys are going to be up to for the rest of the week. I'll start with you, Sean.
Yeah, just hopefully tomorrow I'll try to make Scrum Punks, aka WBG, tomorrow. It's gonna be hopefully I can make it. It's 2 a.m. in the morning, but I'll try to make it because I'm off the next day. But like I said, on Thursday I got a really busy schedule. But hopefully I can make it. But this week I can't wait for this hype week. We've been waiting for this day. Obviously, the studios, 15 studios, have been working their ass off. So let's go, man. It's time to go now. So we want to see the great games.
Yeah, don't stress yourself too much to make it tomorrow, because if you're up past 2 a.m. tomorrow. Like, man, the show. I don't know how many hours away the show is from your.
It's not that. Do you know what it is, Dev? I'm going. My dad's bought a car, so I'm gonna be going to collect the car. So I might miss the pre-show. I might miss the live show. To be honest.
Oh, gotcha. But you'll still
Yeah.
be there for the after show.
But like I said, I'm waking up in the morning, try to get there early as possible, and then get back before the pre-show, hopefully. But we'll see how it plays out tomorrow.
For sure.
I'm in Thursday.
Post up, man. What are you about to get into for the next couple of days?
Well, we got a show. Me and Z got a show coming up later on today. We're gonna be doing that. Got the thing on Thursday. And then Best Damn Podcast on Sunday. So, and then I just got my webcam and everything right now. I'm setting up OBS and everything. So I'm going to start doing content on my own channel. A lot of people asking me to get back to it and stuff like that. So,
that's what's up.
Yeah, I'm definitely
making your own videos again.
Start back doing videos and doing live streams on stuff like that. So yeah,
good shit, post man. We need to be honest, we all need to do it.
Yeah.
Z told us many times. Get started, like obviously Dev saying it, Dirt saying it as well.
For the last couple of years.
They said they all said it. Just do it, and maybe I might have started doing something.
Yeah.
For sure. My man Will, man, what you got going on, brother?
Hey, well, thanks for having me on the show, man. I really appreciate it. I'm honored to be on this
coming on, man.
Of you guys, you guys are awesome dudes. Well, I'm not really gonna do much else. I'm just gonna watch the show, and then most likely we'll discuss it on Xbox Uncut, which is usually on Wednesdays at Twitch, at Xbox.com. I mean, Xbox Uncut.switch, whatever TV. Besides that, I'm just gonna enjoy the week, man, and play some games.
Yeah, well, just for your Twitch, just send me the link so I can obviously follow you guys.
Yeah, no doubt. Thank
you.
definitely.
And hopefully that backdrop is looking fire. Hopefully get it ready for Thursday, bro.
Yeah, hopefully I get it by then. Yeah.
Because obviously, hopefully we'll have the new backdrop and the new intro for the Thursday show post reaction show.
Yeah, no doubt.
It's gonna be fire. Trust me. Yeah. I've seen the
it's
work
lovely
already. It's gonna be fire.
It makes mine look bad.
No, it does. You do good with what you have, man.
So you're gonna have to show me what you got right now, then, because I don't think I've seen that.
Man, trust me, it makes mine look like dog shit.
For sure, man. I only 2 more days, man. Can't wait. 1.5 at this point, man. And last but not least, my guy Nuisance, man. What you got going on, brother?
Yes, sir. Hey, man, Devin, I appreciate you, my brother, for having me on, dude. Been watching your channel, man, seeing you grow. I know it's gonna be more better. It's gonna keep growing. Xbox looking good right now. But as far as this gaming shit, I'm just catching up on my backlog. Playing the Yakuza 0. That shit, the story and that shit's kind of crazy. I was like, what?
It's fucking
I
dope.
wasn't expect. Yeah, that shit's fire. I ain't gonna
like Yakuza 0, the first one. That's the first in the entry. That game is it's a big game. It's like 33 hours because you're dealing with 2 characters. But that's what it is. But the second one is a lot shorter, like 15, 16 hours only.
Okay, I'm like 5 hours in right now.
Oh yeah, because obviously you'll know what you'll get to the next character. It's like you're building both characters up. That's what it is with that game. It's amazing. The game's fucking amazing.
So far, so good. Yeah, so far, so good.
Trust me, just stick to it and watch. You'll be blown the fuck away.
It's like Sleeping Dogs 2.0. Those games are great.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, true. I was trying to since Sea of Thieves, I feel bad, man. I'm an Xbox guy, I gotta give Sea of Thieves a chance, man. I ain't never played it, so
you have to play it with a group of friends. It is freaking fun.
Man.
It is a blast, bro. And a lot of people who hate on it enjoy it. Actually, Kratos
exactly
loves it. I think me, him, Noah, and somebody else. It was all 4 of us. We was playing it, and we got all these chests and stuff. And next thing you know, we in the water. We on our way to take the treasure back. And here comes the Megalodon and the Kraken at the same time.
Whoa.
And sharks was in the water. So It was crazy, bro. Yo, we on the screen and talking about mother trying to dump water out the boat so we don't sink. It was just hilariously fun, man. It's a fun game. It's a fun game.
I'm gonna definitely get on that. Hopefully, I could play with Devin. Told me he'll hit me up on it.
Man, I'm on there, man. We got to do the tall tale missions on that. Are it's like an actual story.
Yeah.
It's crazy, man. You got to check it out.
For sure, man. Got to add y'all boys up on the Xbox Live. You know, we all Xbox brothers. We stayed in the trenches together through the rough
you know
times,
that
and
like
now we
nuisance.
about to-
Like you said, you know that game, Toy Box. That's the best game ever.
You talking about the race game, man?
Hey, yo, Toy Box Fire.
It's fine.
That shit was free.
Me, Sean, and Nuisance, we got the Toy Box racing game or tabletop or whatever the hell.
Yeah,
And we were playing that shit. Man, that shit was
hilarious.
It was
for
hilarious.
free. I was like, all right, let's get it. Yeah, but definitely, man. Hopefully, I can play with you guys and yeah, man. Let's keep this shit green and can't wait for the show Thursday.
Hell yeah, man.
Right
Hey,
on.
everybody make sure to tune in tomorrow night, man. Scram Punks.
You mean WBG? Come on, Dev. Don't be stupid. Don't be stupid,
All right, so
pal.
it's going to be Scram Punks taken over by WBG tomorrow, 9 o'clock Eastern time.
Oh,
Make
yeah,
sure
and
to be there.
especially like everybody in the chat who showed up, like Emmanuel, Johannes, Lion, Mike, obviously Snow Bunny,
It's going to be there.
Shout out everybody in the chat.
Shout
bro.
Shout
all
out.
the regulars, man.
Again.
You know, all the regulars are awesome, man. They come and support the channel. You know, shout out to Will, Nuisance, Post, and Dirt. Like all of us, like I said, we all one team and that, all brothers and that, and we just enjoyed talking shit and gaming as well. So that's the way it should be.
And be sure to subscribe to Hyperfan Gaming, my man.
Oh
Devin.
yeah,
Definitely
Yeah,
check him out.
I would definitely appreciate it, man. Leave a like, share, retweet. You know, if you subscribe, then I'll definitely be appreciative. I'm bringing you a bunch of content.
you know, like Devin likes to talk that shit. Come on, let's get him past. Let's get him. Let's
Video.
Yeah, Devin, every time Devin does a video, he's smoking some weed or some shit. You know, all is looking green or some shit. I don't know what the fuck is going on.
Smoking on every video. Talking shit. I don't give a fuck if you're a pony. You're gonna hate my channel, but come and give me a dislike at least. Thank you for the view.
Yeah, let's get Devin past 100 subs. Come on, guys, let's do it.
Yeah,
Gotta at least get past 100, man.
Definitely.
I know my channel ain't that dog shit. Maybe.
You'll get
man.
one show at a time. One show at a time.
I just gotta be. I'm getting more consistent, so
Yeah.
I'm gonna get there.
Yeah, that's all it takes is consistency. That's all.
But yeah, man, I'm gonna be definitely bringing a lot of content, and like Post said, everybody's gonna be starting their own channels back up again soon. So make sure to go subscribe to all these guys' channels when they get it started up, man. I'll be plugging the link in our other podcast on Dirt Griggity's channel when that happens. But yeah, man, we're about to get up out of here. So thanks for everybody for coming. Make sure to come support tomorrow on WBG 2.0. And yeah, 2 more days. 2 more days.
2 more days. Peace and love. Peace and love.
Damn, man.
Great show, guys.